Hello, and welcome to episode 43 of Let's Play Total War 3 Kingdoms Gongdu. In the previous episode, we managed to expand all the way out to Luoyang. We had war declared on us again by Sun Ce, and we have got a couple of public order issues, namely in Zhangyang here, and in Zihe, which is here. Not too concerned about this one. This is where we're going to be raising the army that we disbanded last episode. So we're going to have some decent protection here. We're also going to be getting these guys to come over as well, once we've got our veteran available to us. We've laid siege to Anyi in Hedong, and the idea here is to, once they've replenished, get them to come up here, get the other army to attack, and use the final one as a defensive force. Probably get them down to about here, or maybe just use them, because this army is going to be pretty redundant once we take all of this, if they're still over there. We've got a couple of immediate problems to solve. We did get peace with Gonsun Zan as well, but we're still at war with Cao Qian, or I guess now it's Jiang Baoshu. Now, I think we want to get Jiang Kai to, let's get him to Luoyang. And that way, if they decide to attack this, which they might, they're not going to be able to get in. They don't have any siege equipment, but if they come further forward, Jiang Kai will be able to take them out next turn. We're going to attack this army with Gongdu, and Sun Ce probably has more armies stashed around here, as he often does. We've got this army, which could be very dangerous for us, given that it's got a couple of them Protectors of Heaven and some nice archers. So we want to try and take them out before they get the chance to replenish. And I think what we're going to do as well is we're going to try and take Yong'an and Chuen if we can. Not because we want to keep them, but because we would like to leverage them on Sun Ce for peace. We are still at war with Li Zhirong, and we're losing supplies fairly rapidly with this army now. We've got 3 turns before we can get the archer unit with our healers, and the reason we want them is because in this army, for example, we've got too much cavalry. We would like to have 2 archers on our healer, and then some siege equipment and maybe some more cavalry on our veterans, since these are fatigue immune. So the first thing is going to be to get them down there. Probably... I'm trying to think where would be the quickest way to get them in the water, and probably taking them down towards this pass, I'd have thought, but this land is quite difficult to traverse, so maybe we should just get them to Shangyong and just get them in the water as quickly as we can from here. He may have some more armies in the water as well, and we really do not want to be caught in the water against Sun Ce, because we will have to delegate the battles, and they always have an advantage in terms of their navy in delegated battles in the water. We're also going to be trying to go after these 2 armies with He Yi, and I'm thinking we're probably going to go after this one first, because that's where Dian Wei is, and he's a very good, very powerful general. Be nice to take him out with, well, preferably if we can get a duel with Herman, that'd be great. But if not, just to try and take them out while we're at full strength. Hopefully get both of these taken out in the night battles, and hope that he hasn't really got a lot of other forces around here. We do know he's got this one. We've devastated the rest of his armies around here, including his vassals, with the exception of Han Fu, who keeps running around annoyingly. But all in all, we're doing quite well on this side of the world, and the only thing that could potentially impede us is, for this army, we're going to need 3,000, we're going to need, what, 6, so it's going to be like 7,200, 8, 9, we're going to need about 10,000 gold to raise that army next turn, and we're only expected to get in 3,000 odd, which will give us a total of about 4,000. We will get some for fighting these battles, of course, so we definitely want to do that this turn. And I think we'll start with this army of Sun Ce with Gongdu. Now, they may retreat, though they did attack us last turn, but we weren't fully replenished. We were expected to win that now, so let's see what happens. Okay, they've decided to stand and fight for some reason, and it is expecting a valiant defeat. I disagree with that. They do have couple of Defenders of Heaven, that could be a problem. That's not great, but it's better than the cooldown of abilities one. When they get the ability to stop us from or adding the 5-second cooldown, it basically means that we cannot use our healer's abilities because they take so long to cool down. So I think this will be... It won't necessarily be an easy battle, but it will be... It certainly won't be a Pyrrhic victory or a valiant defeat. I think the game will probably call it close, but I think I'll probably call it a decisive victory when it's all said and done. But I guess we'll see. So let's start battle. So we've got the Yuksha at the front, in the front line, and behind them we have our, well, one block of spears with our archers, another block of spears on that side. We've got the White Wave veterans at the back. We're going to be trying to do some flanking with them because they're very good at it. We've got another block of spears either side of them just to try and protect against the cavalry. Gongdu on his beautiful horse here. Our 2 lots of cavalry on the other side as well as one of our healers there. And we are going to get the other one who can't guerrilla deploy on this side. Now, I can't remember exactly what units they had, but if this is the only range units they've got, then this is going to be not a good battle for them, because they've only got a range of 120. Though their firing rate and everything and armor pace damage is going to be pretty difficult to deal with them being repeating crossbows. But I think we'll do fine, especially with that range advantage, unless they've got more archers, and I can't remember whether they do. So we're gonna start, and we're gonna get her over there, and we are gonna heal up our generals as well, because there's a few of them. The 2 healers are missing some health, and she's got the healing buff. So we're gonna heal them up first, and I'll cut back when she's finished. Okay, so they're healed up, and I have actually changed the position of our generals, and the reason I've done that is both of these healers have the plus 18 morale. So that'll be quite handy to have them both around the same spot, given that buff stacked to all of our troops around here. Obviously not so much for the Yuksha because they're unbreakable anyway, but for the others. We're going to see if we can get a duel as well with this commander. That will be awfully nice. So we're going to, first of all, he might duel Gongdu. So we're going to see if we can do that, and we'll start advancing towards them as well. But we're going to do it from this angle so that we're uphill. Now, let's see if we can get a duel. Okay, brilliant. He's challenged us. We're going to get out of the way of their troops. And we'll take him out pretty easy, I think. Nice. Just get the health bars up. I don't think we're going to need to use Gongdu's ability. We might as well save it. With any luck, he'll make short work of this guy. Yeah, he is going to. Just make sure they're not advancing. Yeah, they're not. Good. He's pretty elusive for a commander. He must have some decent expertise. It's not going to help him too much though. Next one should get him. There we go. Yep, lovely. Arm off. Okay, she's gone mental. We've got none of them breaking as far as I can see. Be awfully nice if this strategist would come all the way forward. We'd be more than happy to take her out. Might as well go forward towards her, actually. Let's swarm her. Okay, she's now turned around. Okay, no, we're now getting roped at the cavalry. We'll get them back. Okay, the cavalry's pretty much followed us all the way back, so we'll just start shooting at them if that's what they want. Get them turned around, and we'll start attacking them. She has taken quite a bit of damage, though, but at least her healing ability is almost recharged. And they've just stuck in place for some reason, and they're just getting shot at, so fair enough. Let them do it. What are they doing? Get them back. Let's get her to heal up. And we definitely don't want our archers using all of their ammunition here, but it'd be nice to just be able to take them out. Or take enough of them out to make an impact. Yeah, let's get them to stop shooting. Oh, they have. Good. See if we can get Gongdu after them, getting the route. And we'll chase these as far as we can before they start attacking us. Yeah, right, we'll get back out the way of them now then. And it looks like they've got their other cavalry units coming after us. I mean, they don't learn the lesson, do they? For some reason, they're faster than Gongdu. Don't really know why. They should be 95 speed, but never mind. Although Gongdu is winded, I suppose. Oh, our healer's been caught by that cavalry. Let's get him out of that. Right, they're all advancing on us now. Make sure they're on fire at will. They are. We'll get our cavalry to counter them. And we'll get the other ones to come around this side and make sure we're ready to hit them crossbows. Right, that cavalry is still on our healer. We'll get the other one back to go after them. And get Gongdu over here as well. Brilliant. They're now routing. We don't want to waste any ammunition on them if we can help it. We'll get them to come out so we can hit them in the back. Yeah, we don't want to follow them back into there. Let's get them back. Start giving their morale boost. What are the crossbows doing? Let's focus on the crossbows. Actually, do we want to focus? I mean, no, I think we want to focus on the Defenders of Heaven more than the crossbows. The crossbows will go pretty easy with our cavalry. And this cavalry is getting destroyed by theirs. They're really not very good in cavalry versus cavalry. Yeah, let's get them over there, and then we'll get them to charge in the back. And unfortunately, we're going to need to get some support over there for them. Let's get them round the back. Crossbows are now setting up. We're gonna get these round here to try and flank them. Yeah, this cavalry's doing way too much damage. Let's get Gongdu to use his ability on them. Right, now we want to start getting the White Wave veterans around the sides. As well as our healers. Right, cavalry's around there. Let's get them. Yep, go after them. These two cavalry units go after them, and we're going to have to be careful about them axes. Just want the Yorkshire to hold them in place. We'll get one White Wave veteran unit on them. We'll get both of them, actually. We'll get our spears forward to help them out. We do want everyone standing their ground for the time being. Right, let's get the healer around the back, as well as them. Let's get the spears to bolster the line. And the Yorkshire to start fighting back. Okay, brilliant. We've taken them out. We want this healer, I think, to come into this bunch. Got our cavalry to give them axes a charge. This healer we want on the Protectors of Heaven, and we also want our White Wave veterans on them as well. We're going to have to do something about this cavalry unit, though. We're going to have to keep them there. Brilliant. Now we want her to use her ability on them. And him to use his ability on them. We've got more White Wave veterans freed up around here. Let's get them to come around. We don't want to be getting our cavalry involved in that. Get our White Wave veterans to fight them. She is taking a lot of damage, but we have managed to rout the Protectors of Heaven that were there. So we'll get the rest of them to close in on there and get her out of it. Right, we can get these White Wave veterans involved. So we'll get them over there, and we'll get this healer out of it and onto the strategist. We've got cavalry freed up over here. We'll get them over there on the axes. We'll get that healer on that strategist, and we'll get this cavalry unit, or these two cavalry units, one to charge in there, and the other one to charge in there. And these two White Wave veterans after them axes. Okay, brilliant. That's them pretty much routed. We do want to make sure that we chase them down, though. We want to make sure this army is completely wiped out, and we want to make sure we've got time to heal up our generals as well. Let's get the cavalry unit on after them. We'll get these White Wave. Oh, they've routed. Good. Okay, I think that should be us one. No, we're waiting for these. Right, they're going after our archers. Let's get them back. Okay, that's them gone. Brilliant. Okay, we'll run them down. I'll cut back. Okay, well, that was a fairly good result. We didn't lose a whole lot of guys, and we took them out quite handily with little effort, really. So we'll claim. Oh, it actually did give us a decisive victory for once. Well, it must have been good then. So let's end battle. Yeah, that was actually very good. So better than I thought, actually. We do need income, so we'll release them unless they've got something really good. Yeah, you can have that back. 6% is quite a bit, but the ransom would help us to raise that army. I think it's not that 6% is not going to give us much more than we would get anyway from all of the buffs we've got. So let's ransom them. Now we can finish them off, and I think we're going to. We will still be on our territory there, so that's fine. It's just the only concern I've got is whether he's got another army around here, and he probably does. But we'll go after them. We've got the help of the garrison. We're expected low casualties. I'm going to delegate this, and I hope we don't regret it. If we lose more of this delegate than we did off the last battle, I'm going to be disappointed. I mean, it's alright, I suppose, but I mean, still. Okay, we will take the replenishment that time round. Actually, that's very good. We're almost to where we want to be able to raise that army. So I think once we've fought Yuan Shao a couple of times next turn, well, this turn, sorry, I think we'll be in a good position to raise that army next turn. And I think we're going to look at reworking some of the armies as well. So we're going to focus on mainly veterans having cavalry and siege equipment, and our healers having the archers, as well as everything else. One of the things that I've noticed with the Yellow Turbans, and it may just be the way I'm playing because I'm still fairly new to... I mean, this is the first Yellow Turban campaign that I've had. But I am noticing that healers seem to be really the only generals that are worth having. I mean, the others have got their specialties, sure. But for all intents and purposes, I mean, healers can do everything the other generals can do pretty much. And then a lot more. Whereas the other generals can just not do some of the things healers can do. And pretty much everything they can do, healers can do as well, apart from the siege equipment, I suppose. But it just seems like none of them are as useful as healers, and I'd like a bit more balance there, if I'm honest. Right, let's see what we're doing. Right, we've got a couple of rebellions imminent in Xiangyang and Zihit. Right, okay, they're going to be fine. We've got armies nearby. We're not at any risk of them actually doing anything to us. Okay, the next one is going to be these guys. Now, the problem we're potentially going to have here is one. We've got two armies to take out with just one of ours, and these armies are not particularly good. They're quite bad, really. They've got a decent general in this army, and they've got a juggernaut in this army. And that's really the extent to which we need to be wary of them. But we're going to be on their territory. In fact, we're not even going to be on his territory, Yuan Shao's. We're going to be on Gunsun Zan's territory. Meaning that we can't actually take this settlement and start gaining replenishment. Instead, we're going to have to find wherever Yuan Shao's closest city is. And wait until we get there for the replenishment. And if he's got more armies up here, that could be an issue. So what might happen is we take these out and then we have to fall back. But we'll see how that goes, because I certainly do not want to fall back. We need to keep the advance going. We need to keep pressing forward, take this as quickly as we possibly can. Maybe even get peace with Yuan Shao for a while after that while we deal with Sun Ce. But we don't want to keep this two sides war going on for any considerable length of time, because it's not great for us. So, we're going to go ahead and attack this army first, and hope that it doesn't do any funny business with the movement here with us going over a river, so let's find out. Okay, brilliant, it didn't. It did attack the wrong army, though. I must have clicked on the wrong one. Well, it's not that big of a deal, unless we can choose. No, we can't. Right, yeah, so, I mean, it's the Empiric victory. Again, it's not going to be. We'll handle these quite easily. Our archers can take out the Juggernaut. Probably take out their crossbows fairly easily as well, and as for the rest of them, they're not really very good troops. And if we take both of their commanders out as well, they're going to be probably running away. So, yep, we'll start. Alright, so we've set up with the Yuxia at the front. We've got the spears behind them with the archers behind them as well. Spears on either side. Generals in the middle behind them, and the Yellow Turban warriors behind them, with the Huanglao's paragons at the back, and on the flanks our cavalry, one lot of melee and one lot of axe cavalry on either side. We have also set up, because we can guerrilla deploy with everyone in this army, We set up as close as we can to them because we want to get to these crossbows as quickly as we can with our archers, get them taken out, and try and remove that range advantage they've got. We also want to look at where they've got their juggernaut and try and take that out early as well. So we want these, yeah, they're using fire, they're not on skirmish. Brilliant, we'll start. Now let's just see what they're doing. Okay, they're not advancing, that's good. We will get, right, I think we're going to get our archers this way on. And we'll try and start with them crossbows. And we want our melee cavalry, yeah, we'll take both melee cavalry units on this side as well. Just in case they dash their cavalry out after our archers, it's going to be good for us to have a counter. Right, we're being shot at by them crossbows. Let's see if we can start shooting back at them. We do want our archers on stand ground. Doesn't seem like they're getting an awful lot of them. They will be getting some though, I'm sure. Oh, there, they did got one. There's one dead there. Okay, that might have been them routing. It was. Brilliant. Okay, let's see if we can finish them off then. Let's get our archers to stop. And let's get her man round there. And we'll make sure that the veteran's close by as well, just in case we need them. And I don't know where their juggernaut is. And I would like to. Good, a lot of them are wavering already. And this fire should spread throughout that forest, given enough time. Though it's not on the trees, unfortunately. It's just on the undergrowth. Let's see if we can actually start a fire in them trees. Oh, they're advancing, it looks like. Right, okay. Yeah, let's get our cavalry down here. Let's get him out there and him forward as well. Just in case that cavalry gets to our archers beforehand, it's going to be good to have both the immobilize and the charge resistance buff. Yep, they're gonna get us here. Are they? Not quite, and we did have the charge resistance. Brilliant. Right, we want them out the way. We'll bring this cavalry unit down as well. And we'll get her man down. Oh, wait, they're going to get charged. That's not good. Okay, right, we want him there. We want our veteran to... Oh, here. Right, this is where we want him to shoot. Can we get a duel? Right, they don't want a duel with him. Okay. Let's get... when he's a bit closer, let's get him to shoot at them. Let's get him to immobilize, and let's get them back. Brilliant. Okay, let's see if we can get a charge on these swords. What is that? What is that? Into the breach. Oh dear. Right. Right, okay, let's get these out of there. They're taking too much damage, and let's get them after them. Right, will any of them duel her ye? Right, she will. Her. Right, good. Let's do that. Cavalry, you go after their cavalry unit, which will undoubtedly return. We've got the majority of their army coming down this way with more crossbows. Where's the juggernaut? There. Right, we want him to try and get rid of that. We don't want to give that the opportunity to start attacking us. Veteran, you come over here. Right, you cavalry, get on them. What are you doing? There. Right, archers, you come back here. Swords, let's get you around there. Let's get them round there as well. What are you doing? Right, okay, he's got that. Right, now let's get that cavalry unit's getting destroyed, right? Let's get them cavalry back to finish them off. Let's get her man on them. We don't want him wrapped up with them spears for sure. Let's get them through this way, and I think we can now get this... No, we need them on them. Right, let's break this line a little bit. Oh, we got cavalry. Yeah, we don't want them going at the side of them swords. They're going to do it. At least we got the charge resistance buff. Brilliant, she's gone. Right, let's make sure he gets back on his horse. Oh, he's wrapped up with spears now as well. Get him out of that. Get after her. Right, archers. Right, yeah, fire at will. Huang Lao's paragons, you get round there. Let's get one sword unit in that way and get these two to continue round here. I think I got all three of them there. Yeah, no, that's fine. Right. What's going on here? Why are we not doing anything about this juggernaut? Right, you go after that commander. I wonder if we can get a duel with the other commander now. Yes, we can. Right, let's do that then. Okay, veteran. Yeah, this sword unit, go after them. Spears, get on them as well. Right, they're breaking. We can get them swords in there, and we'll get these ones in there. You go after them, and you go after them. Okay, we've got a couple of units up here for some reason, going crazy. Let's get our cavalry back down here. Let's get her man on her. Veteran, let's get you to chase them down. Brilliant, they're all routing. We're going to win pretty soon. Let's not waste any more troops. Let's just get our archers to finish them spears off. And just get them to run them down. Right, you focus on them. Brilliant, commander's gone. That should finish them off. I hope. Yep, it has. Just need to wait for the victory to pop up now, and then we can start running them down. Wait, we killed the general. Oh, it was the strategist, I think. Yeah. Right, okay, get the commander as well. Might as well. Is he back on his horse? Yes, he is. Right, let's start running them down then. I don't know who's still left. Oh, it's them. It's them swords. Right then, we got no ammunition left with our archers, so let's get the cavalry on that side. Let's get one unit there, the other unit there. Who on earth are they? Saber militia. Why are they so brave? Okay, veteran, what have we got left there? Saber militia, juggernaut, yeah, go after that. See if we can get rid of that, make sure it doesn't pop up again in the next battle. And then let's get a charge either side there. Oh, that cavalry unit's holding on as well. Let's get her into there, and that spear unit's come back. Shouldn't take this long to wipe them out, I don't think. Let's get this Yusha unit on them. And when they're fixed in place, we'll get another charge with our cavalry. We only need one unit, though. We'll get the other one up there after them. Nice. Blood's a bit mental, like, isn't it? These guys had a lot of blood. Okay, brilliant. Right, we're going to run them down. I'll cut back. Just feel like I should have mentioned. Look how nice that looks. That is a really nice bit of scenery there. Okay, so I don't think that went badly. I think that went quite well. I would probably label that a decisive victory, but we'll see what it gives us. Don't be ridiculous. Let's end battle. I really would like to know what determines to the game whether it's close or not, because, I mean, that's crazy. Well, I mean, again, nothing really to gain by killing her, and we do need as much income as we can get for next turn, so sure, let's release. And same for her. She's handsome, is she? That's a strange way to describe a lady, but sure. She's a handsome woman. Well, again, we've got quite a bit of income there, and they're not going to get many men back anyway, so sure. We don't really need the replenishment, so we'll ransom. Okay, great. So we're now at the we're now over the 10k that we needed to raise that army. They're not a big threat. We can get them, and we can then make some progress over here. We just need to make sure that we don't lose too many before we take another region over here and can get some replenishment. This army of Cao Chen as well we're going to need to deal with, but I think Jiang Kai can do that. I think he can probably, even if they lay siege to this, it's not going to do too much to us. And we can take them out. And we might as well take this as well, really, while we're on with Yuan Shao. I mean, that just gives us a bit more of a border, I suppose, though it does mean that maybe we should take the pass. Yeah, maybe we should take that, and then once we've taken these passes as well, we'll be somewhat secured here. Right, let's go after him now then. Again, with the Pyrrhic victory, we will fight Night Battle. Now, these guys will be a bit more of a challenge. They've got Dian Wei. I'd like to see if we can get a duel. It was quite good the last duel we had with him and He Yi. It was a good back and forth. So I'd like to see if we can do that again. They've got 2 lots of crossbows. That's the only thing we really need to be concerned about, I think. Once we take them out. The cavalry could be somewhat of a problem, but I mean, they're only Saber Militia. And to be honest, the Saber Militia, they've got 4 separate units and 2 units of Archer Militia, as well as some G Militia. So maybe this army won't be too much of an issue, to be honest. Saber Militia as well. I mean, it really shows with these kinds of armies how far the Kingdom of Song have fallen from being the power that they once were. They just don't have the money, I think, without all of the vassals to keep up the armies that were building before. So, yep, we'll start. Right, we've set up very similarly to the way we did last time, but we do have the Yellow Turban Warriors at the front this time instead of the Yuxia. And the reason I've done that is just because they're a bigger unit. With them being on the front line, the Yuksha only having 60 troops per unit, they get wiped out quicker than I would like. We've also got the spears on either side in a similar way to last time, but this time I've actually made them more of a compact. We've got them in more of a compact formation. The reason for that is I feel like this, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this works a little bit better against cavalry, giving them that extra entity mass to be able to brace for the charge and give them more spears at once to their cavalry units, basically. So we've got the same setup down here with this lot of spears. Archers behind them, of course, with the Yuksha, 2 groups of Yuksha either side. Generals in the middle, with Guan Hai in the very centre, because we're going to need to move him around to wherever they bring their cavalry in and try and stop them from actually being able to charge and wipe out these sword units at the front. Cavalry on the flanks at the back, and of course Wang Lao's Paragons back here as well. We always have them at the back because they have very, very poor missile block chance, but when it comes to flanking, they're a few units better, it would seem. So we're going to... well, yeah, that's the other thing as well. We have started up here, our deployment zone's over there. They're part of their army's in the trees here, but some of them are overlapping out here. We're probably going to have to get to about here before we can start shooting at them, and if we can get them to advance through here, that'd be brilliant. So, yep, we're going to start. And they're not advancing. Okay, we've got the formation locked. We will get to, I think probably this. Then again, they're quite close there. Let's get to about here. We don't want our guys in the trees if we can help it. They are bringing their crossbows a little bit closer, so we might have to start firing at them now. We're going to get He Yi round the back of their army. We're going to get Guan Hai down there, and we're going to get He Man there. Now this might backfire a little bit, because if they bring their cavalry forward and we don't have Guan Hai up here, we're going to take a lot of damage. And they might actually start trying to get their cavalry after us. Yeah, it looks like they are. Well, we'll use He Yi's ability on them and we'll see how they like that. Strange thing they're doing there, but you know what? If they're going to bunch up like that, we'll go ahead and get his hail of arrows on them. Oh, that would be perfect. Right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's not miss that opportunity, please. Let's just see what happens here. I am expecting carnage. Wow. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Lovely. Okay, right, let's see what he did. 129. It's not bad. It's not great. Wow. Okay, we've got a problem here. Right, let's get Dian Wei in a duel. Will he duel? Yes, he will. Let's do that then. Okay, now they're busy. We don't really want He Man taking on all of this cavalry on his own, but it'd be nice to give the buffs to these two while they're in that duel. It'd be nice if we had him in He Yi's zone of influence, really, as well. Right, let's give all fronts and use his ability. And get him over here. He can only immobilize, so he's not really very good in duels. See if we can get both of these at the same time with He Man's ability. He's got a decent weapon as well. That might not be as easy as I expected. Okay, yeah, we can get both of them there. Let's do it. Let's get them out of the way. At least he's got recovery. Yeah, actually, Guan Hai is destroying him. That's good. And the cavalry's now chasing He Man away, so that's even better. They should have time to get back on their horses. Oh, okay, now they're going back. Yeah, we don't want that. We want to make sure that we're in a position to be able to immobilize them if they do. Right, okay, they're all bunching themselves up again. Let's give them another volley with that. Okay, Guan Hai has won that duel. Yeah. Now, if they try to charge at him, we're going to make sure that we immobilize them. Wow, he's still got full health. That's it's not exactly how I envisioned that going. Right, we've got something running away here. Mounted Saber Militia. Let's get Guan Hai after them. Look at that. He Man has taken out 228 already on his own. Okay, we've got crossbows shooting at us. Let's get our archers on them. And we do want them standing their ground as well. That's concerning. We don't want He Yi to be on low health, really. He might not even win this at this rate. Be nice to be able to watch that, but well, I don't like them being that close to the fire. Okay, you get out of melee and immobilize that cavalry before they charge us. There, right now, get on them. Wow, he has done a lot of damage there. It's a shame we don't have anyone with healing in this. Okay, brilliant. They've now he's won the duel, but we need to get back to this cavalry. I think they're advancing. That's good. That's what we want them to do. Let's get our archers back behind our line. Is He Yi back on his horse? He is. Right, good. Let's get him out of there then. He is, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, brilliant. And do we have that ability? Yes, we do. We've got Healer Arrows refreshed with Herman. So let's see if we can deliver one to them. It would be nice to have us immobilized, really, but that's wishful thinking at this point, I think. Right, let's get a shot on them. I don't know how many we'll get with it in this sort of situation, but worth a try. Okay, melee cavalry, get them around there. Deal with them crossbows. I don't know if he used it. Well, he got somebody. The cavalry's running away. I'd rather not leave them alive, really, but they're not the priority right now. Okay, we should have chucked caltrops down, really. Let's get Guan Hai back behind there just to make sure he can use his immobilize and his charge resistance if necessary. Though I think the cavalry's likely to come over from this side. Right, Herman and He Yi will get them down after them. Actually, no, not them. They might lose their horses. Let's keep them there. Let's get the cavalry around there. And we'll get these to stand their ground. And then start fighting back. And get them straight through there after the crossbows. Get them out of the way of them spears. We've not got any cavalry coming after us just yet. Okay, brilliant. They've routed. Let's get them back in line. Cavalry, go around there and give them a charge. And we'll get this cavalry one after them and one after them. Right, that spear unit's going to try and get our cavalry. We can break this line now. And there we go. Let's get everyone standing their ground. Get this cavalry unit to give them a charge. Lovely. Okay, we got 2 spear units there. Let's get the Yuksha down to give them a hand. And we'll get one lot down there as well to give them a hand. And the same there. Cavalry come back through the trees. Their cavalry's just standing there. They're doing what that other cavalry was doing. It was Yuan Shao as well. For some reason, they just like standing there. Okay, let's get this cavalry unit down there to deal with them archers. They're only archer militia, but might as well deal with them. Lovely, that's that spear unit gone, looks like. Or maybe not just yet. Okay, we've chased pretty much all of their crossbows off. Archer unit's gone, I think. We can't see them anywhere. Right, let's get them to run them down. They're all routing now, it looks like. And we haven't lost too many. I mean, we're still not done just yet, but we're not far away from it, I don't think. Yeah, let's get them after them. Let's get them... Oh, we shouldn't have done that, because now they're going to get charged. Right, there, and you after them. Right, let's get these 2 sword units down to help out with them. Get the cavalry around the back as well. We got some spears there. Let's get the swords down to deal with them. Brilliant. Okay, run them down and I'll cut back. Okay then, well again, that was not too bad. We've definitely still got enough left to push forward. So let's just hope Gonsun Zan doesn't take too much offence to us trespassing on his territory and doesn't declare war immediately after signing peace like Sun Ce likes to. So we'll claim. It was not. Let's end. Yeah, close. Yeah, that was really close. I think it... Well, should we take the replenishment? Nah, I mean, the main thing is the health of He Yi. That's the main thing we want to rectify. We can do a ransom, I think. Okay, what is that? Yeah, that's fine. Right, Herman has leveled up and he's now level 9. So, right, it's between integrity and fatigue resistance, but I think we will get him the, yeah, I think we will get him the endurance. That would be nice, but he's not really going to be on our territory for a whole lot of time. So let's get him that. Yep. Okay, now how far can we get? Yeah, we can get pretty far up there, it looks like. Let's get them as far as we can then. Oh god, that's Gonsanzan as well. Is that Yuan Shao? Yeah, okay, that's the way we want to be going then. We want to go into Gongcheng. I mean, these are still knocking about, and they might be able to get some replenishment if they go up there, but they're not going to be much of a threat in the near future, that's for sure. And we're really not far away from that. If we can take Gongcheng, then Zhongshan should fall to us pretty quickly. So now, I mean, it would be nice to make some upgrades, but we do want to be somewhat conservative with our money, I think, so we can raise that army. Okay, so I think now we can end the turn. I just want to make sure we've not missed anything. We may as well get them a little bit closer to Lady Zhurong's capital here. No reason not to. And she still doesn't have any armies, it would seem. Why did she declare war on us? Really strange. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've missed anything. Right, let's see how this goes down. And I've got a feeling we're going to have some trouble around here. So I think since Sir's going to have some more armies, it's also quite likely that Yuan Shao has more armies around here. So I guess we'll see. A little bit concerned about what Han Fu decides to do, but as soon as we raise that army, he's going to be a non-issue. So let's end. Inspiring presence. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's a change, isn't it? We just got a buff. We didn't get any debuffs. Yeah, he's building some decent armies now. Right, we want to get up this way. It's quite likely that Yuan Shao, he must have some armies around here. Oh, we'll take Han Fu's little farm here. We will have to kind of put this all together, but the main priority is this capital for the time being. And then we'll focus on putting them back together when we can afford to go back to war with Gonsanzan. Now, a point of concern is here. Now, in his own army, he doesn't have any Protectors of Heaven. That is good news. In Yuan Xing's army, he does have a couple, but not too many. He's got some good spear units. I'm not confident we're going to be able to deal with both of them as well as Chongpu, though. So, we're going to get them hold up in Shangyong. And we're going to get these down there as well, I think. Oh god, they've still got these. Right, well. Right, these guys can now get in there. We're expecting decisive victory, low casualties. We will delegate that because we can build a forges building. Okay, that could be a bit of a problem. Well, we'll be fine. We'll get forges. And... Right, we want to make sure before we start spending money, though, that we recruit this army. So, yeah, the fishing port's going to be the best place for them because that's got a good garrison and walls. So let's raise this army. Let's get... Now, they're in serious need of replenishment, but we do still have the help of the garrison here. So I'm not too concerned about that. Wow. How did we get them? It must just be because of the garrison we've got here. A little bit concerned about them. But we should be able to take them out with the garrison or with this army once they replenish. Now, this one, we want to get them recalled. Yeah, and we didn't have much money left there at all, so we're going to have to look at what we can do about that. Because when we bring these down there, and I don't really want to do it in the water, but we can do it but so far in the water, I suppose. So we'll get them down to there, and then we'll get them around here as quickly as possible, because we're going to need some help with these, I think, especially because he's going to get some replenishment, so... Can these do night battles? Wow, that's a real problem. Right, these guys can't do night battles. So we may have to rely on ambushes. And really, really try and limit the losses. That's going to be difficult to deal with. These two. We need them down there as soon as possible. And we should have swapped them out to Paragons first, really. Never mind. Right, when we can recruit the other army again, we're going to do it here. Because I'm not comfortable leaving this unguarded. So it would seem Queen Zhurong has still not done anything about this. So we'll go ahead and attack our capital. Again, decisive victory, low casualties. Sure, we'll do night battle and delegate. Brilliant. That added quite a bit of income, and or it will when we repair it. It's not a very high level city, though, is it? Well, no, we'll leave it the way it is for the time being. At least we're breaking even for supplies now. We're getting one supply. We're getting one supply next turn. Okay. And then after that we'll build a garrison here, and after that we'll take this, and then we'll see if she wants peace. But to be honest, depending on what's quicker, we might actually be better off redeploying that other army here. I wonder if Guambo had night battles. He has. That's perfect then. Okay. Right, we're going to take this scholar out of that army. I hope we don't regret that. Sure. And we're going to put Guambo in it. And with him we'll get... So with Guambo we've got basically 5 cavalry units and a trebuchet. Because our archers are on our healer in this army. And actually that does leave us with limited infantry, but I think we'll be okay. And we'll give him the military great axe as well, which will buff him and make him legendary next turn. And it also means we've got night battles with this army, which is the most important thing. And since none of the generals that we recalled have night battles, I think what we're going to do is we'll keep Furong doing the assignments as he was before, and we're probably going to have to take some of these items off him, really, because he's got some quite good items. And we'll put Zhejiang in the army with Zhen Jieyu and Mi Yu. Because he's got night battles as well, and neither of them have, but they do have fire. So that's going to be the best plan, I think, to make sure we're taking advantage of all of the characters we've got, the limited number of characters we've got, I suppose. And I hope Han Fu doesn't turn around and come up here, because that would be really annoying, but he probably will, you know. Okay, with these guys, we're going to start... What is he doing? Little creep. Right, okay, then we're going to have to come down this way. I was going to go down there and take his territory, but I suppose... What's he got? And what have we got here? Yeah, we're going to have to go back down there and deal with him. Now, where is it? Yeah, we're going to have to be in forced march as well. So we'll go down here and we'll make sure that we block his path up to the Jade Mine. And we just make sure we're in reinforcement range. And then we're going to start going down there with that army and take these territories. Now, can we get them with Jiang Kai? Yes, we can. Right, let's go after them. They will retreat, but we'll go after them anyway. Right, we've got one army of Sincere here. He does have Huang Zhong, which he's 90. Dear Lord. Well, then he'll drop dead before we have to deal with them. I think we're probably going to have to deal with them pretty soon, though. And I don't like the fact that they're just running about up here, either. No, we're going to have to deal with Sincere first. We're going to have to deal with him first, and then mop these up. But I think we can probably do with the garrison. We can probably... Maybe we should build a garrison building here. We're going to need more money if we do that, so we'll see what we can get. Right, let's get Jiang Kai after them. Yeah, that's right, go back where you came from. Right, we'll get them in reinforcement range of Luoyang. Right, yeah, and here we want the forges building upgraded. And again, yeah, brilliant. Now we're getting the plus replenishment there. There's a good chance that they decide to attack us. We will be able to fend them off if they do. It's still not ideal, though. I mean, that's quite a good army for Ren Xiao, really. Must be his last little gasp. We will repair these as well. Although, yeah, that one, sure. Does that make sense though? What have we got here? We've got we've got a trade port and an iron mine, so sure. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get this upgraded to be able to get a garrison here, just to protect us from this rebellion and from these guys, really. The garrison for Yellow Turbans is really quite bad. If they bring both of them up there, we might have some trouble. We will be able to get it back pretty easy, but they're just pretty annoying. Right, yeah, I mean, that's not going to be a close defeat. Even in a night battle, it's expecting it to be, but it's not. I mean, they've got some decent units, they do. But nothing really beyond the pale. We'll be just fine, I think, there, but it is going to have to be in episode 44 because we're now getting to the end of this one. We're approaching an hour. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks. Bye-bye now. Thanks for watching this episode of Let's Play Total War 3 Kingdoms. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more of this content, please subscribe. I have a tutorial series too if you're looking for Total War tips, and to learn more about the incredible characters and story that this game is based upon, you can check out my lore series. Thanks again, and see you next time.